Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
On the ready. 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Check 26, check 26. What twist?
And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the slap.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go now. 70 ending. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Here we go. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Jump.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Exit. Watch out. Check.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
93.
Here's Carr. This is caught by Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score.
There he goes left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want none. They don't want none of this.
Kaiser and the offense staying put. They're going for it.
Hey. Check 9. Watch the air. Check. Hey.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Keep playing hard.
Here we go. 180! Clock! Hey, gun! 6!
Sponge! No!
11!
Check 3!
Set hut!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball down because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Coleman, and he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Here we go. 180!
52's the mic. Come on, D! Rush in.
2! 12, fellas, here we go.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
Good job.
Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Niners 20, Raiders nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Here we go. 180. 21. Here we go. 21.
We'll go 25's the mic.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And the Raiders have got him. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Space to run past the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Niners 27, Raiders nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Final play of the half, Kaiser. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Kaiser. And that is incomplete here.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On second down, Jacobs. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Joker, 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 Joker. Under 10, under 10, 10. Out, out, out.
Here we go, here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Cleveland Farrell, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Check, check.
Two. I got you.
Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on him.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
11.
24.
Hey, exit.
24 is the mic.
Focus, defense, focus.
Hey, gun. Man.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
I got you.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, seam 6.
Working from the gun, it's Carr, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. The Raiders on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. That's sort of a prime example, is it not, of selling out defensively on 4th and short?
It certainly is, because what you're doing defensively is saying you're going to stop them right there at the line of scrimmage.
That he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders get a score closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go!
Here we go. 180!
You better bring
21.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And some room to work. Past the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
21.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Here we go. 11.
Big stop, let's go. Check Nick.
It's Coleman here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the backer.
Now Kaiser. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Kaiser to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Coming to you.
Throwing again. Kaiser. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Carr. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Garoppolo looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to pour it on. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
42, Raiders 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short.
The Raiders take over first and 10.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. To throw his Carr.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on fourth down.
Check 50, check 50.
Safe.
61, matchbox lights.
Check safety, check safety. 36, 36.
They go with Jacobs. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 11. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Hey, orbit. Watch the slant. I got this.
Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the
13.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo buying time to his left. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final? And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Here we go. Like 20. Don't get nervous.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Ready. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Hey, I'm coming. Shoot.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at their 48-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. And then
trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Oh, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Here we go. Set. Hey, Lobo. 2-6. 54. I got you, boy. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Come off the ball hard. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Check three.
Jackson to throw again. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Watch the curls. Orbit. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the run. It's south, baby. That's baby.
Jackson will throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of
the Panther rush too strong, they get there and take him down. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
You can't stop me.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. To throw is Tannehill. Dancing to his left. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 22.
That's good for
Hey, stand up! Get it!
On first down, it's Gurley. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
We got 4. We got 4.
Hey. Now.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You're out.
Check 3. Check. Slam.
Now. Fight.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 81. Incomplete. Luke Kuechly there defensively.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. That good for 19 and a first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try the right side here, Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Watch the twist. Switch.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5.
Check 52. Watch that.
Seymour, he's checking Crab. Wide, get wide.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. George Kittle there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Steelers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Got it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 32 on the play.
Let's go.
For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Tannehill on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, this
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Short boot, take it at the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Under crunch. Go. Under crunch. He's coming. Go. We got double up. Let it go.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
As Sanders has it poked free. It's picked up by the Cowboys. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Trying to improvise. He'll run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now it's Jackson. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
25, check 25, check 25. He's checking. He's checking. Crash.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cowboys 13-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham being chased out left. Now Cunningham has the ball knocked down. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Jackson on 1st down. Now that's complete to Sanders. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Truck. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Here I come. Check. Squeeze. Check 37.
We're scoreless after one.
Let's go.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43.
Yeah. You're out.
Check. Fresno.
Rock. Chance.
Back.
Same on.
No. Off.
Now Jackson on 1st down. It's Hill, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Bang. Check 26. Tight yard.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson, he'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Saquon Barkley. 34 yards as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Next to score, Cowboys 7, Jets 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Jets take over
Let's
first
go,
and
baby.
10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Cunningham. Steps away to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. They'll run with Sanders, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Cunningham. He sets to fire deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Joker.
Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jets have recovered.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expect.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. It's caught by OBJ. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A first down run by Barkley unsuccessful as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go. Here we go. 6 yards.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And Elliott puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. Set. Hey, no more. Switch. Steady weapon.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Jackson. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. A first down carry for Barkley. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. at the Jets' 11-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
Set, hut, you two to Pittsburgh. Same on. You two to Mike. Hey, they scared. They scared. Check 24. Check 24. Check nickel. No, go. Kill, go. Kill.
They run again with Jackson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
58, boys, 58. 58, it's Mike. Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Jets are going to get the football back. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Willie Lanier. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 17, Jets nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken short, and he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. Buying time to his left. Incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Cunningham looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Willie Lanier. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth.
Let's get that ball right here. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Mike 52. 52.
In your face. Check safety. Check safety.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Check 13.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey. 52's the mic, boys. 52. All day.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
What's the
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Watch twist. Check.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2.
Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Cunningham. Eluding the pressure right. That is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And Ingram hauls it in. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Cunningham to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Barkley on first down, running into a wall as he's stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, switch gears.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch the run. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 43 is the mic. Look slow. Check. 43.
Here we go.
43 is the mic.
It's coming this way.
Go.
Here we go. Mike's 43.
Now it's Jackson.
Let him know.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Ray Guy now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Watch out for Hill on the return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete.
That's it, baby.
Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Go.
New Mike 52. Danny.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but now it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
To throw on third down, Jackson. Oh, he's going to go for it all. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
To throw on second down, Cunningham. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Ken Houston.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
We play to win.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And this was truly a total team effort. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready. 18 Gator. I got you, pump. Orbit. 40's Mike.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And Sanders has got it complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Slam.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Get it.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Running right, here's Sanders.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Gun. 8.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Newton. Now that's complete to Sanders. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
It's our time. It's our time.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Green. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and 2, Newton. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw again on second down. Newton flushed out right. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Flush to his right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the red zone now, Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Newton takes it himself. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal.
First down.
Don't say nothing.
20. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Great.
Check 59.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 9-yard touchdown there as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good at 7.
That ties the game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Let's go.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Cowboy 1st down.
Now Jackson on 1st down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And Barkley will try to punch it in, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
59's Mike.
On 1st down, Newton. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99 on the football, but in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have.
He's got a man complete.
Here we go. Greg. McGinty.
Now Newton on 1st down. Flushed out right. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Jackson on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
From the gun, here's Newton. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Hatchet. Hatchet. Mike. Mike 5'9".
Throwing again. Newton. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. It's caught by Sanders. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. Newton. And Adams has it complete. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Cam Newton as the first half is winding down. Away now from tying this football game. Prater for the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former Cowboy, Deion Sanders. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your verdict.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL. And it's a Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
20.
Now a carry for Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. And the Cowboys have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward only for about a couple there. Pat Tillman, the legend, in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 35 on second down, Jackson being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 11 yards out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton steps away to his left. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. It's Hill, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Back to the 3.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. 59 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. Prater for the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Makes the score Packers 28, Cowboys 21.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
Let's go, baby.
A big play here for the Cowboys. And even 70 yards. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 51 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point good by Prater, and they will take a 7-point lead. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure that...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by... Jair Alexander.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That's what I'm talking about.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 52.
From the 16, Jackson. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Oh, no, he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Critical extra point up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken very short. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard
The
line.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now it's Newton. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Newton. He'll find Driver here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Three buzz.
On first down, Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Newton. He's got his big tight end, Dallas Clark. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming.
A 27-yard attempt.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. On first down, it's Sanders. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown.